Hey folks, welcome to the East Branch of the Swift River in Byron, Maine. We get out in the water here a little bit. That's where we are upstream. This stream comes in off a place called Tumble Down Mountain. I tumbled down it once. That was the only time I got close to it. This is a beautiful place. It's very enjoyable, very relaxing. Beautiful day. It's a great day to find gold. I don't know if I'm gonna, but I'm gonna give it a whack. If you don't know how we do it, this is how I do it anyways. We got all bedrock right there, and it actually goes down under this gravel bar and comes up under that boulder. And I'm digging there. I've been digging in this gravel bar and finding gold, because gold is 19 times heavier than water. When the water is high, it will bounce off of this and come down and settle out here, and you see all that small gravel, and then it eventually gets bigger, and that bigger gravel is heavier stuff. So if the gold's going to drop, it's going to drop in that heavy area. It's going to bounce along the surface here until it gets caught up in the rocks, and then it sinks. And we've got some natural holes right here. Somebody's been sucking the sand out of there with a machine trying to get at the gold. But this is a whole low area right here, and I've been finding gold. So I'm going to keep doing it. But I'll give you a show, or give you an idea. I'll show you how this works. You can see I've been doing it a little bit. We're capturing sand, and what looks like sand is kind of red in color. That's garnet, red garnet powder. That's also heavy. Below that is black sand. So this is kind of my homemade setup. This is called the high banker sluice, and the one over here is just a regular sluice. And I have different types of mats to catch different types of gold depending on what it is. And I'm not picky, I'll find anything. So I got a pump down here in the water, and I've made this little setup out of PVC, and I even made this little, you could buy these, but if you know me, you know I don't like to buy stuff. So I made this little box using my power drill battery and a step-down converter. When you hit this switch, the pump comes on and water starts to flow. And what we're doing here, we're taking this dirt. This dirt's kind of mucky. That's what you want. You want that mucky stuff. You can see it's got kind of a red color to it. I'm going to wash this off. Just relax. And this is what's called classifying. It takes and washes all the dirt off the rocks, but doesn't put the rocks through the mat. So this is the filter. We'll catch the immediately heaviest stuff, and then it drops down into there. And you can see as it flows down, it catches all kinds of stuff. This is my newest toy. It's called the Dream Mat. This is probably the best out there. put this last. One of these days I hope to find a big old nugget sitting there. Hope is the operative word. But anyways, that's it. I just figured if you were wondering how I do this, that's it. Sometimes I just take this one and put it in the water. But the only place I can really do that here would be over here. So I'd have good flow. And I don't feel like standing in that current up to my waist in water. Although I may get out there and look for gold, because that's a great place for gold to settle. Right there, in the calm of it all. So we might suck some out of there later. Anyhow, that's it. In case you were wondering why I'm doing this crazy stuff. It has nothing to do with getting rich, because I've never gotten doing this. But the real gold is right here. Right up there in nature. See you again.